Okay, I've got another wedding to read to you. This is Mom's letter to her mother about Maureen's wedding. And I'm glad I kept this. I didn't get to go to Maureen's or Heidi's wedding, so this really means a lot to me to be able to read this after all these years. They were married January of 1974. I hope I have that right. Because this is, yeah, there's not a date on this letter. Yeah. Okay. Ron and Maureen were in Meridian. Then 3 days before the wedding, they went to Utah to get the marriage license. Ron's grandparents and uncles live in Bountiful, near Salt Lake City, and they stayed there. Becky was with them. Then the Giffords decided to stay on their trip. Heidi had gone to Mexico with the Giffords, and so at this point she was with the Giffords, and so it says, so Heidi flew from Tucson, Arizona to Salt Lake City when she joined the wedding party. She had Becky in her charge then. Maureen and Ron were married in the temple on Friday morning. Then the family had a wedding breakfast. It snowed like anything there, and all drove up Saturday morning. Such a tired bunch. From noon until the time of the reception, Ron's parents put up the most gorgeous decorations. I've never seen a more beautiful setting. On stage, with the curtains open, were snow scenes with flocked Christmas trees, cotton flowers all over. She made corsages from feathers and ribbons for everyone. I had to get the tree, card tables, fix the punch, get ladies to take care of the kitchen. Helen Marsden made the cake. Of course, the one in the middle was raised, and she has 4 hearts. And I don't think I ever saw. Oh, I can't turn it around. I don't think I ever saw a picture of the cake. Unfortunately, we didn't have a very good photographer. Maureen and I don't know what Heidi had, but he was a bungler, and we didn't get very good pictures like they get nowadays anyway. Okay, the one in the middle was raised. Maureen chose the same top as you did, meaning the little man and little woman. I still have mine. It's just right there. So we had the same topper. I love my little topper. I think Anna used it on her cake too. I digress. Anyway, let's see. She made tarts and heart cookies. Kathy Holcomb did the guest book. Kathy Wynn the gift table. The only rented suits were John and Ron. The rest were business suits. Heidi and Cheryl looked good in their pink dresses. George, that's the photographer, took pictures, and the fuse kept tripping every time he took a picture. What a dark beginning. People came too early, and he was trying to take pictures. The lights kept going out, and people were trying to greet us. Sounds hectic. Not too many came because the weather was so bad. Other activities were on all over. Many relatives from Salt Lake City came up, and all were hit by this instant stomach flu. None had time to eat. In fact, I had a help-yourself dinner at home, and Ron's folks never had time to eat. The relatives all got motels, and all of Ron's family stayed here. Incidentally, they ate like anything after they had taken down all the decorations. Becky was very sick when they got here, so Mrs. Osborne came over and tended her. I had a dress ready for her, too. The reception slowed down, and all the gifts were placed around this snow scene on the stage. Rather spontaneously, Maureen decided to open the big packages right there so that the Spencers could take the things back. They had hired a U-Haul to bring all the decorations in. So here the bride and groom started unwrapping. Kathy Holcomb kept writing in her book. Heidi taped cards, and the family sat in chairs around them. They opened them all. We passed tarts around to everyone. It turned out to be a nice thing. Ron and Maureen went off to Jackson today, I think. Becky is okay now and here. Heidi will continue to tend her. They got a lot of nice things. Electric fry pan, 3 hand mixers, 2 clocks, and other sheets, blankets, and pretty dishes, etc. Dad gave them his 50-cent and dollar pieces. Maureen didn't give him, let's see. Oh, Maureen didn't give him much time, so she didn't get as much as you. Dad, as a wedding gift, he always saved his 50-cent pieces and his silver dollars. And when I got married, he gave me, I don't know, it was $100 worth, 100 and something worth. And Maureen got married the next year after I was married, so he didn't have as much saved up. So it says, so she didn't get as much as you. Heidi said, gee, I'll probably get 50 cents. And Heidi did get married, I think, July after that. So you must not have got much, Heidi. The family couldn't get over the snow. They thought this would all be a breeze, but found out why you don't rush to go here and there. They asked us to go to Salt Lake for the marriage, but we just sit around and wait. I understand it took 6 hours for them to go through the temple, then the trip and all. Mrs. Spencer said that she realized now that she shouldn't do her own children's wedding receptions. I don't know if she's going to do the reception in Meridian or not. Today we're all just sleeping and eating wedding cake. I cooked up a dishpan full of sourdough hotcakes for everyone, then they left. Now that that's over, I can start on the next project, getting Heidi off to the east. After Heidi graduate, was it after you graduated? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, you came out for when my baby was born, but that wasn't till April. Anyway, she's preparing for it anyway. When you think of it, in 1 month's time, there was Christmas preparation, Christmas, get Heidi off to Mexico, get ready for wedding, Dad retiring, cold weather 25 below, the wedding, whew. Oh yes, new grandchild. Dad is getting into retirement swing okay. The first 3 days I had no school. I had the flu and head cold all during holidays because the weather was bad, too cold. So Dad got busy and painted cupboards and cleaned up. So he keeps busy. Well, I've told you pretty much all. I'll write more as I think of it. And then she wrote, Maureen looked lovely. Her gown is gorgeous and her veil a very long one. Ron's parents are as fond of Maureen and Becky, are so fond of Maureen, and Becky is very special to them. Maureen was lucky to find a man and family who accepted both her and Becky with open hearts. They are fine people, hardworking farm people. Maureen and Ron radiate happiness. Becky calls Ron Daddy and goes to him in preference to Mama. Anyway, that was a fun letter. I got to read that. I'm hoping that when I get Heidi's letter, I'll record that one too.